Hello, anybody. I'm Don Pollock, and welcome to another edition of the History of My World, where we take a look back at some of the fun stories and memorable moments I've brought you on the 6 and the 11 o'clock news, along with some insight as to the story behind the story. Now, many of the stories I did tried to key in on what looked to be emerging trends that were likely to grow and change the face of society. And while this story that I did about 11 years ago didn't quite get to be that big, it certainly did change some faces. Take a look. Even though we know that the exuberant and youthful glow on Oscar night is often the result of thousands of dollars worth of cosmetic surgery, it can't help but lead many to wonder what a few discreet tucks could do for their own mugs. But for many men, wondering is usually as far as it gets.
You come to a plastic surgery office and you're a guy, you see all these gorgeous women and beautiful, it's a very intimidating situation. You start to think, well, what am I doing here? And the fact of the matter is, now it's a very acceptable thing for anybody, whether you're a man or a woman.
Something that the staff at the Plastic Surgery Center of Cherry Hill is helping men to realize this spring.
Monday night football was over, so we started this thing on Monday nights, call it Men's Night Only. And the men can come here in total privacy and find out what it is we offer.
In private consultations about different procedures and options that could enhance their appearance, and that many are surprised to learn can start immediately if the client wishes.
For instance, crow's feet, the lines around the mouth, things like that. You don't really have to go away for long periods of time.
One of the neat things about Restylane is that you get an instant result. So as soon as you walk out of here, you're going to look better.
Only the beginning of a wide range of other offerings that men are finding appealing.
Cheek implants, pec implants, there's even calf implants for the lower legs. Really? Chin implants are very, very popular because it actually takes up some of the extra skin around the neck and the jawline. Liposuction, though, really took off with guys that just couldn't get rid of their love handles.
If you look good, you feel good. What I had puffiness around my eyes, and Dr. Davis took care of it.
We're trying to do our little bit to give guys a little bit extra and to make life a little bit better for them.
Subtle or more extensive enhancements that can create a whole new image.
That's terrific. That just looks great.
One whose appeal cannot help but boost confidence with a whole new air of authority and respectability.
What do you think?
Hey, I like it.
Fabulous.
I'm Don Pollock, Channel 6 Action News. Yeah, I have to admit it was an improvement. But I'd like to thank my good friend, anchorman Rick Williams, for helping me out with that story. Rick and I, our desks were right next to each other in the newsroom for years, so it was always fun talking to him. He would keep me apprised of all the things happening in the news and in the newsroom, and in return I'd let him have all the free gumballs that he wanted out of the machine that I kept by my desk there. But I really appreciated him making a guest appearance in my story. Not all anchors would want to do that. Then not all of them would consent to doing something like that, something about damaging their journalistic integrity or something like that. But Rick wasn't like that. He's a classy, down-to-earth guy, and I really appreciated that. He didn't have to come to the doctor's office. I got all that footage, of the doctor doing his procedure. The next day, we just took Rick, put him against a blank white wall, and it made it seem like it was in the clinic, and we got the shot. I dressed him up like I was dressed, and had gave him my tie and everything, and it came out pretty nicely. Plus, it was the only time I ever got to see Rick Williams wearing a cheap suit. Anyway, thanks for joining me for a look back at the history of my world. I'm Don Pollock, and I'll see you next time.